Yo, start off, fuck YouTube. Straight up like that. Fuck YouTube. For censoring my videos and censoring other people's opinions. Fuck YouTube. Fuck YouTube. You can't censor people's opinions because you believe who made you the god of information, because you believe it's misinformation. Who made you the god of all data, huh? Because you steal it? Like Google? Like Apple? Yeah, like I said, fuck YouTube. Fuck Twitter. Fuck Facebook. Fuck Microsoft. I said fuck Google. Fuck Google. And fuck all the CEOs of all those companies too. Fuck you, Sundar Pichai. Fuck you, Jack Dorsey. Fuck Tim Cook. Fuck all you motherfuckers. In today's video, I'm going to show you how LifeInvader, which is a tech company in the Grand Theft Auto video game, I'm going to show you how LifeInvader is actually Google in reality. A lot of people confused LifeInvader with Facebook because a lot of the profiles in the video game that the characters have is very similar to the Facebook interface. So people confused it. People confuse LifeInvader in the video game for actually Facebook. I'm gonna prove in this video that LifeInvader is Google and how Google, along with these other tech companies, want to take over the government and enslave us. It's called social control, modeled by the vast system of surveillance and punishment that American tech companies helped design for China. It's here. In my first clip here, I'm gonna show you Michael's actually in his house and he's watching a broadcast of the LifeInvader's founder and CEO, Jay Norris. Before this, Michael was given a contract, was given a mission from Lester to infiltrate the LifeInvader offices and implant a bomb inside of a phone that was going to be revealed at this broadcast. So this is Michael watching on TV the detonation go off on the bomb that he just implanted in Jay Norris's phone. Mind you, like I said, LifeInvader has their own phone.
Hey, this company has come a long way since we started it in my parents' pool house in East Caraway. Today, you're about to witness a new phase. Full-on, weapons-grade, red alert, world domination.
You see what he said? Weapons grade. World domination. That's what all these tech companies want. They want to take over the globe and make us their slaves.
We have put 1 billion people's private data in the public domain, and we have milked every penny we could in the process. And we have one of the youngest workforces in the world. An average age of only 14.4 years. That's not just impressive, it's revolutionary.
You see, they have the youngest workforce in the world at only 13 years old. I'm going to show you too that Google is also proud of having the youngest workforce in the world.
Revolutionary. Today, right here, we are about to make the next step. Prepare to witness the future.
Yeah, they're going to fuck us.
The LifeInvader mobile device. Yes, we have invented something no.
See, LifeInvader has their own phone. Just like Google. Look at Google teases August 3rd launch for long-awaited Pixel 4. Google has their own phone. The Pixel. Google's next budget phone, the Pixel 4a. See, Facebook doesn't have their phone. Facebook doesn't have their own phone. Facebook is actually working on futuristic virtual reality goggles, which are the slimmest. They're similar to sunglasses. They're not as bulky as the Oculus Rift or Samsung's virtual reality glasses. These are one of the slimmest virtual reality glasses out there. And Facebook is actually working on it. Facebook doesn't have a phone. Google has a phone. LifeInvader is Google.
No one else has ever thought of. A small, personal, computerized device. Now you're going to be able to stay docked 24/7. On the bus, you can dock. On the subway, stay docked. You can be docked in at home. And at the same time, you're docking with some kids in the
Yeah,
public
stay on your phone all fucking day.
We went to the guys at Fruit Computers and we told them.
You see? He said we went to the guys at Fruit Computers. Fruit Computers is Apple. Ruling out that LifeInvader is Apple. Because they went to the guys. LifeInvader isn't Apple. LifeInvader isn't Facebook. Facebook is actually Facade. If you're aware of all the little tech companies in the video game, Facade is actually Facebook. LifeInvader is Google.
We wanted to make our hardware as compatible as possible. But you know what? They're not interested in sharing their technology. So we went and made it compatible anyway. Now you can dock your LifeInvader to an iPhone or any other device. And it'll take all the data off it and reformat it into LifeInvader.
It's all about, look at the background. Peak, pride, populate. It's all about stealing your information, stealing your data. Outsourcing the workforce, child labor,
At around this point
selling,
in my presentation,
stealing
there was meant to
your
be a rep
data.
of my product team to introduce the device. But we're experiencing some technical difficulties.
Just the child labor alone, man. The fuck
Hold on a
out of
second.
here.
I think someone's trying to talk with me. Hello? Oh, Jesus! Whoa!
See, he was assassinated. Here's Franklin about to get a mission from Lester, and Lester's about to give him the rundown on what happened with LifeInvader.
Sit down and face forward. Now, I don't have a lot of time. I know you need money. Did Michael tell you about LifeInvader?
Oh shit, y'all two did that?
Look forward. We're two strangers having a friendly chat, and don't pretend that you liked Jane Norris.
Oh man, I don't know, homie. I mean, yeah, the dude outsourced work to child slaves, then stole and sold everybody's private information, and even ripped his own friends' ideas off and walked around like the Messiah while doing it, but...
You know what I mean? Like, people, they just want to overlook all that shit. But what? The fuck are you talking about? But what? Child slaves. He has child slaves. Outsources work child labor. Stole and sold everybody's information. Even stole the idea. of LifeInvader, right? But he didn't deserve to get killed. Oh, see, that's the thing. A little passive mentality.
And I don't think the nigga deserved to have his fucking head blowed off on TV.
Oh, well, aren't you just a moral majority? You know, that's why the world is the way it is today, when a paid thug gets all namby-pamby when someone asks him to act like a paid thug, and for a good cause.
You see? I was inside the LifeInvader offices while doing the mission, right? With Michael implanting the bomb on the phone. And I took some screenshots of what was inside the offices. And here's a poster that says, "We want your data." Data is one of the most valuable assets right now. More valuable than gold. Your data is more valuable than gold. Here, I took a screenshot of some guys in an office having some type of conference, and the whiteboards in the back, it says, "No privacy." No privacy equals no lies. That's bullshit. Privacy equals freedom. Okay? Data is there to be used. Dennis, data is there to be shared with used crossed out. Remember, we aren't ripping them off if they don't read the TNC. The TNC is the terms and conditions that tell you, yes, we're gonna spy and we're gonna hack all your shit and we're gonna sell your data. See, if you don't read the terms and conditions, then sorry, it's your fault. Backdoor access, IAA. They're telling you what they're doing right in our faces. They're playing the video game, but in the video game, they're placing all of this shit, which is basically their manifest. This is Google's manifest. That is there to be shared. LifeInvader is Google. Look at here. $1.2 million salary at age 13. Coding classes for ages 6 and 14 only at Google. Look at that. Book free trial class. There's an Instagram post I screenshot. A 13-year-old Wolf Gupta learned AI to get a $1.2 million job from Google while other kids his age didn't know what to do after school. Coding makes your kids entrepreneurs and scientists in the new world. Doesn't matter how much you're paying a kid. Kids are supposed to be having fun, not working, okay? Not doing child labor. Kids are supposed to be having fun with other kids. See, all kids are different. So you have to specialize a curricula for that kid's certain need. You just can't teach everybody AI. You just can't teach everybody coding. Because every kid is different. While the other kids his age didn't know what to do after school because they weren't interested. There's other things that spark kids' interest. There's art, music, right? You gotta cater to that kid's specific need. Here's another one. Free coding certification class for kids, ages 6 to 18 only during current school shutdown. Look at this boy in the background. Has to be 8, 9, 10 years old. Look at him. He's actually on the futuristic assembly line, testing and manufacturing a product. He's on the assembly line. That's how kids in concentration camps, that's how kids in child labor look like. But he's on the futuristic one. He's actually testing to see if this little toy car can pass inspection. See, they're showing it to you right in your face so it could become normal. But this is not normal. Child labor, forced child labor is not normal. Kids are supposed to be outside, playing in dirt, riding bicycle, having fun. Not working. See, they make it seem like coding is easy. Oh, a 13-year-old can do it. Anybody can do it. That's bullshit. Coding is not fun. It's technically and ethically complex. Programming computers is a piece of cake, or so the world's digital skills gurus would have us believe. From the nonprofit Code.org's promise that anybody can learn, to Apple Chief Executive Tim Cook's comment that writing code is fun and interactive, the art and science of making software is now accessible as the alphabet. Unfortunately, this rosy portrait bears no relation to reality. For starters, the profile of a programmer's mind is pretty uncommon. As well as being highly analytical and creative, software developers need almost superhuman focus to manage the complexities of their tasks. Manic attention to detail is a must. Solvingness is forbidden. Attaining this level of concentration requires a state of mind called being in flow, a quasi-symbiotic relationship between human and machine that improves performance and motivation. In order for you to be a great programmer, you basically got to start from little because you got to be half machine, half human. Okay, that's why it's so hard. You just can't start now at no 25 years old. You got to start early because programming computers is a language within itself. And you got to learn that language. And to become proficient, if you learn earlier, the better. You understand? It's not easy. It's not fun. You feel me? It's hard. Because basically you got to become half human, half machine. In order to be half human and half machine, you got to become a cyborg. And the earlier you start, the better. You feel me? That's what these companies want. That's what these tech companies want. Look at, yes, your iPhone and Android has a COVID tracker. Many people are finding a little known setting on their cell phones, Android and iPhones. The setting uses Bluetooth and random numbers to keep track of phones you come in contact with. Then, when someone tells the system they've been infected, it will alert all the phones that they came in contact with. The system, however, doesn't track location or identities, and technicians agree it does a great deal to protect individual privacy. Still, the system isn't getting much traction, and that's probably due to privacy concerns. I'm not reading the full story. That's enough for me. You know why? Look at this. How to stop your Android or iPhone tracking you. New NSA advice. NSA is telling you, right? Isn't that funny? Look at this. In recent months, America's National Security Agency has shown an increased willingness to share its cyber advice publicly. In April, the agency stepped into the secure message debate, ironically recommending encrypted platforms like WhatsApp and Signal, which are under scrutiny from lawmakers. And this month, NSA has published its views on cell phone location tracking. They're tracking you. They're tracking everybody. They're tracking your location. They read your text messages. They read your phone. They read your emails. They see what websites you're on. They see everything. They know how much money you got in the bank. They know what you buy. They know if you're mad. They know if you're sad. They know everything about us. They don't spy on us. They don't spy on us. Look at this. Facebook gets initial court approval to settle biometrics privacy lawsuit for $650 million. These motherfuckers, this Mark Zuckerberg, they get caught spying on people and they just settle out of court. Facebook received the federal court's preliminary approval for a $650 million settlement related to a lawsuit that alleged the social media giant gathered biometric data of millions of its users without their consent. The Biometric Information Privacy Act of 2008 has also been used by Illinois residents to sue Amazon, Google, Microsoft in the recent past for allegedly using photos of individuals to train their facial recognition technologies without prior consent. Okay? You see, LifeInvader is Google. Google is LifeInvader. Okay? And they say that, oh, it's only satire in the video game. No. If you go back and start playing the video game from scratch and you start matching up things that's happening now, it's crazy. They tell you what's going to happen. They're going to track us like China because all these companies help China with their surveillance spy grid to see if it's going to work. And guess what? It's working. And it's coming here. Full force. Like I said, fuck YouTube. You heard? Fuck YouTube. For censoring videos. And not censoring the truth, but censoring people's opinions. Who are you? Who do you think you are? You're not the truth holder. You're just the medium. That's all you are. Fuck Facebook. Fuck Facebook for spying. Fuck Facebook for trying to take over the government. Fuck all of these tech companies that we use, and they violate all of our privacy. We're nothing to these tech companies. We don't mean anything to them. And it's so funny how we line up by the miles, right? Just to buy the new iPhone, just to get the new this. They mind control the fuck out of everybody. And we all know that all these companies like Google, right, Facebook, the internet, they were all made by the CIA. They were all made by the government and they were passed down to these companies. The CEOs of these companies ain't the ones. These ain't geniuses. These dudes can barely write code, okay? Google was made by the government. Google was made by the CIA and was passed down to these suckers. Social control. Massive surveillance. That's how they spy on us. Fuck Google.